name is Iron Mike Tyson. And, this is just a small glitch in the system, a temporary setback.
His name is Iron Mike Tyson, and this fight was just a small glitch in the system for him, a temporary setback in the larger scheme of things. If you watch Tyson train, you'd see that he's quick, he's fast, and he moves like he did 20 years ago. I'm friends with both guys, I love Mike, and Jake Paul is doing his thing. But let's be real, Jake Paul just got a brutal wake-up call from boxing experts who absolutely shredded him for picking easy fights. As if that wasn't bad enough, Mike Tyson stepped into the ring and shook the boxing world, reminding Jake that he is completely out of his league. Jake's confidence, usually sky high, might not survive this one. Honestly, it's the same story every time Jake walks into something he thinks he's ready for. But let's be honest, he's not. Floyd Mayweather didn't just give Jake a friendly warning, he flat out told him, "You're in for a massacre." Coming from a man with a perfect 50-0 record, that's not just a casual comment. It's a sign that Jake is in deep trouble. Mayweather knows what it's like to face legends. He's fought and defeated some of the greatest names in boxing, including Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, and others. So when Mayweather says Jake's future looks grim, you better believe it's serious. The word massacre here isn't just for dramatic effect. Mayweather doesn't throw words around lightly. He's seen Mike Tyson up close and personal and knows the kind of fire Jake is about to walk into. We're not talking about the Jake Paul YouTube spectacle that everyone's used to. This is Mike Tyson, a man who doesn't just win fights, he ends them. Remember, Tyson has 44 knockouts under his belt, and these aren't lightweight social media stunts. These are real knockouts, punches that left his opponents wondering if they'd ever stand again. So, when Mayweather talks about Jake being in for a massacre, it's not hype, it's the cold, hard truth. If Jake hasn't realized that yet, he's about to. And then there's Tyson himself. He's not sugarcoating things either. His message to Jake Paul was blunt, brutal, and downright terrifying. "I'm going to mess you up. Be in good shape because your health depends on it." Now, when someone like Tyson says something like that, you should be paying attention. This is the same Tyson who bit off part of Evander Holyfield's ear when he lost control in the ring. The same guy who knocked out Michael Spinks in just 91 seconds. Tyson doesn't mess around, and his warnings aren't for show. Be in shape, be in good shape, because your health depends on it. That line should be playing on repeat in Jake's head like a bad song stuck in your mind. But who knows if Jake's taking it seriously? Tyson isn't a man who throws around empty threats. This is a guy whose career has been built on turning legends into mere mortals in the ring. So if Jake Paul thinks he's stepping into just another flashy fight, he's dead wrong. Tyson's not just some old man trying to stay relevant. He's been training like he's still in his prime, and according to Mayweather, Tyson is an absolute animal in the gym. Let's be honest, if Floyd Mayweather, someone who's fought everyone and seen it all, is nervous watching Tyson hit the pads, then Jake should definitely start getting nervous too. Tyson's not coming back for fun. He's coming back to remind the world why he was one of the most feared fighters of all time. He's coming back to destroy whoever is foolish enough to think they can stand in front of him. And right now, that's Jake Paul. When you see Mike Tyson hitting those pads, you get a little nervous. Even at 58 years old, he's running at lightning speed. Tyson's history isn't just about winning, it's about annihilation. This man built a career out of not just beating people, but crushing them. But wait, there's more. Joe Rogan, the guy who's seen every combat sport imaginable, has his own thoughts on the matter. Rogan didn't hold back. He straight up said that Tyson's fights weren't just matches, they were executions. Think about that for a second. Rogan has watched countless fights, and when he describes Tyson's performances, it's not about technique or strategy, it's about destruction. Tyson didn't walk into the ring to outbox his opponent, he walked in to finish them fast. Rogan isn't buying into the hype around Jake Paul either. To Rogan, Jake isn't just out of his league. He's out of his mind if he thinks he can go toe-to-toe with a man like Tyson. This isn't about whether Jake Paul has some skill or whether he can throw a punch. Sure, he's knocked out a few retired MMA guys and made headlines with his antics, but Tyson is on a whole different level. Tyson's not concerned with Jake's social media following or how many people are watching the fight. Tyson's concerned with one thing: destruction. And that's exactly what Jake is walking into. This isn't a fight against a retired MMA guy or a basketball player. This is Mike freaking Tyson, the man who knocked out opponents before they even knew what hit them. Let's not forget Tyson's training regimen. Even at 58 years old, the man is still a beast. When someone like Mayweather, known for being a tactical genius, says Tyson is training like an animal, you know things are serious. Mayweather doesn't get shaken up easily, but watching Tyson train, even he is starting to worry for Jake. Tyson is coming into this fight not just for fun, but to remind the world who the true heavyweight king is. This isn't an exhibition, it's a demolition waiting to happen. Tyson's ready to throw the hooks, come under, twist, and deliver a knockout like it's just another day at work. If Jake Paul doesn't take these warnings seriously, he's going to find out the hard way what it means to step into the ring with the baddest man on the planet. Rogan's description of Tyson says it all. Tyson's fights display sheer power, with the outcome often decided in mere seconds. Tyson knocked out Marvis Frazier in just 30 seconds, which should be a giant neon sign flashing in Jake Paul's face. This isn't a game. Jake's used to fighting retired athletes or YouTubers, people who pose some threat, but nowhere near the level of danger Tyson brings. Rogan knows this, and that's why he's essentially saying, Jake, what are you even thinking? Let's not forget why Rogan calls Tyson the baddest man on the planet. It's not just a cool title, it's a reflection of Tyson's career-long dominance. He didn't just beat people, he crushed anyone who dared stand in his way. Jake Paul, with all his bravado and overconfidence, is stepping right into the storm. Here's a little personal story from Rogan that highlights just how intimidating Tyson is. Rogan recalled doing 2 podcasts with Tyson, one when Tyson was high and running his weed business, and another when he was preparing for his fight with Roy Jones Jr. The difference? Tyson was jacked, his forearms bulging with muscle, and Rogan could feel the intensity radiating off him. Rogan was so nervous he needed to create physical distance between them, moving to a bigger table for the interview. If Tyson made Rogan that uncomfortable, imagine what Jake's going to feel like when they're in the ring together. Jake Paul might not even realize how outclassed he is. Tyson is a legend, and legends don't come back to play. They come back to make a statement. Rogan's message to Jake couldn't be clearer. If you're not ready for a demolition, you better get ready to pick yourself up off the canvas. Because Tyson isn't coming for a good fight, he's coming to finish you. Just ask Marvis Frazier. Jake Paul's problem is simple. He's got all the fame, all the followers, but zero respect in the boxing world. Conor McGregor, a fighter who's been there and done that, handed out some tough love too. McGregor flat out said, "Don't aspire to be one of these YouTube fighters. Aspire for world titles. Aspire for the Olympics." Translation: stop chasing clicks, Jake, and start chasing real glory. Max Kellerman and Michael